I know I'm a little late. Just bear with me. My desk is a mess. I had some real life stuff going on, so just a moment. Be with you, Mad Ones. Oh boy, how's everybody doing today? Hello, Demetra. Thank you, Mad Ones, for being here. I am a little late because my desk is a mess, and while I was doing some things in real life, you know, the cats needed food, and you know, you can't let them go hungry, right? Someone will call somebody on you, and there goes that. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday tonight. Hey Cornus, how you doing? Thank you very much for showing up. You have also are watching, fantastic. Yeah, so I'm almost ready here. I sound a little bit better than I did before. I got one last dose of my medicine, and then I should be in good shape. And I got my screwdriver out of the way too. There we go. Let's go to the table. Let's see what's happening. Before then, hope everybody's doing well this Sunday. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody had a great time. Hope everybody is having a great day. Olympics are going on. You know, all that fun jazz. I don't even know how loud my stuff is right now because I didn't even really look. I just sat down. There we go. Turn that mess down some. Hey, there we go. Alright, now I just moved the chat over here. I almost messed up my camera. Here we go. Let's go over here to the screen. Let me find a canvas to work on, right? There we go. Ta-da! Woo! Yes, it's hot in here. As you can see, this table is a mess. So, the idea, what I was trying to do, I will show you guys, is that if I turn the camera just so slightly to this direction, you see the canvas and the table. Well, the camera wasn't acting right. So I can't do that tonight. That will be a later on in the week thing. But you don't need to see that. Oh wow, what is that? What is that, Mad Mel? Well, that's just a bunch of stuff for me to stab myself in the stomach. But we're done with that. Now everything's out of the way. So the question is, what are we going to work on today? Yeah, you do sound better for sure. Yeah, thank you. I felt rough, man. It was bad. Oh, look, my little tuna pouch. Gotta get the protein. Let's see. Oh, that's why everything's off. Yeah, hold on. Let me fix that, too. Like I said, I messed up everything. Try my best to get this to look right. There it is. There we go. Now it makes sense. Alright. I think. What's wrong with this thing? There. Stupid. Man, I butchered this whole damn thing. So dumb. Anyways. Forgive me. Man, I thought you were going to be ready. I thought everything was going to be ready to go, Mel. What's going on? You know, that's what happens when you got two cameras and you're trying to do like 1,000 different things. So today, what are we going to work on today? What am I going to work on today? I think I'm going to go on ahead and I want to do a dragon. But I'm not going to do the line work for that today. I'm going to probably finish working on this creepy piece that somebody asked me for. I had somebody want to buy this. They want to purchase this when I get done with it. So that's money, right? So I'm going to go on ahead and finish this dilapidated creepy thing. Hey, how you doing, Foster? Thank you for being here. Yes, and then we will color this one too if we got time. So that's what we are going to do for this show, and I hope you guys are ready because this is going to get really weird. Almost done with it. I think I have to do some background. So, oh yeah, by the way, we hit 200 and I think 202 or 203 people now. So hey, we're doing it, making it happen. Music's almost about to put me to sleep. But anyways, this is what we're going to work on. And I'm going to actually use some brushes. So I need some finer brushes for the back. Some of these got blowed out because I forgot to take them out before me and the Duchess took our trip. So they got a little frizzled, so I got to work with them. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. Here we go. Okay. Oh. Where's my jug of gasoline? Ah, here it is. Good old fashioned, big old jug of gas, right? Fill this up. My brushes. There we go. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Let's see what we got here. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. All right, the Madman is now ready. Let's get started here. So, what we're going to do for the background? What are we going to do for the background? He didn't say they wanted anything spectacular for the background, but I'm going to make this more of a skin tone, kind of a grayish skin tone. This is going to be more of a fleshy color, and this, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but the background, he said, doesn't matter, so I want to make it like a hallway kind of deal, something a little creepy, right? Because, you know, that's what I master at, creepy and weird. So, got our palette ready. Got our ink ready. So we're gonna make this happen. All right, let's go. Let's see here. First things first, I need some ink or some paint. So what have you guys done this weekend? Anybody do anything interesting this weekend or not? Throw it in the chat. Let me know. Let's see. You're welcome. What is up? Not much. Not much. Here we go. There's some gray. And then we got another little bit of gray. Got the solid white. We probably need some neon green because you guys know everybody loves the neon colors, right? And then we'll probably put some orange and probably a little red. And then some crimson. There we go. That's probably our art palette so far. And then I gotta find that grungy looking blue. That half dead looking mess. They're like, I want it to look a little grummy. Ah, here we go. Here it is. Found it. There it is. And then we got that. There we go. So, I'll let you guys throw down in the chat if you guys want to talk about anything. Floor's open. I don't even care today. You can talk about whatever you want to. You can talk about hobos. You can talk about cowboys. You can talk about robots. I don't care. You can talk about CPR dummies. You know, whatever you want. Floor's open. Entertain me. I'm missing something. Hold on. Dadgummit. I'm always missing some kind of paint. This is what happens when you're disheveled. Don't try to do stuff disheveled, guys. There we go. Let me get our gray and white down. And got our standard black, standard white, so we don't run out of that. Alright. It was cool though, last episode we had somebody pop in from South Africa actually. And they said that they watched the video about Anyone Can Draw. They joined us because they said, you inspired me to want to draw, Mad Mel. And you know what? I can actually say I have accomplished my goal. That's all I wanted to do. I got to hang out with Mr. and Mrs. Miller today. The family. Kind of great. Oh, that's cool. You got to hang out with the Miller family. I like that. There we go. Alright. I'm going to start with this guy first. I'm going to add the gray, and then we're going to separate it with a little bit of white. This is going to be the easiest to probably work with because it's already there. Can you guys see this okay? Can you see it alright? Looks like it's coming through okay. Well, that's cool that you got to hang out with the Millers. sure you had a good time. Here's the interesting thing. I know some of you might be like, oh man, accomplished goal, good. Yes, yeah, I did. That was the whole reason why I wanted to do. Really, that's been the whole conquest of my art journey, is I just wanted to inspire at least one person and just inspire them to, hey, I can do art just like you. And I wanted them to know you can. And I'm actually happy about that. And, you know, I hope I can continue to reach out to more people and teach them, or just show them, hey, you know, if you have a passion for it, do it. And that can be for anything, not just art. It can be for anything that you find worthwhile in your life. You know, I think what I'm going to try to do for you guys, because I realized something, especially some things that I guess I came to a revelation on my trip, is it's not that hard to you know, I have an opportunity to either speak positive things or negative things on my platform, and I figured, why not speak positive? There's a lot of people out here trying to do stuff of self, and you know, art is something that's supposed to be shared, not gate kept. So if that's the entryway into people's lives is through art, and then to be able to speak something positive into their life, I think that's a good trade-off. At least to me, I think so. I mean, I don't know. Other people might think different, like, oh man, why are you doing that? Well, I wouldn't do that. But, you know, they're not me, so. And, you know, I was thinking about that because I remember when I was growing up, man, I had like a couple of people who were, you know, like, oh man, I like what you're doing, Mel. I like what you're doing. And then I had some that were like, oh, that's trash. So I figured, why not? Why not be kind and give people an opportunity. Let's see. You got to eat at the Yellow Deli? Oh, that's cool. I've heard of that place. It's an interesting place. Very good food. Very good food. This is going to be all neon green in here, all the way up into the torso. And then we'll probably do some stuff in the eyes and around in the skin to give it a little bit of a definition, right? So that way you can see it. So this is, I don't even know what to call this. I haven't even came up with the name of it. Well, we'll see what the person that was interested in it, if they will purchase it. 'Cause that happens sometimes with art, you know. There we go. Look at that. That's a very nice look to it. Very good food indeed. That's great. I need to check it out sometime if I ever get a chance to go. I think it would be a nice place to check out and to see. There we go. Now we come down. Let's see, what else did I do this weekend? Oh yeah, me and the Duchess saw the movie. Yes, I mean art is meant to be enjoyed, so it deserves to be plagiarized. Yeah, right. Something like that. I don't know. I guess so. I don't know, I saw something really silly. Now I know this is gonna sound like, oh, but you're a hypocrite, Mel. Alright. I saw this guy that had an exhibit, right? And this was the exhibit. This is what the exhibit was. It was 8 stacked up plastic just bins, right? Normal bins that you would carry like dirt in or water or any of that, right? Filled it full of sand. And they knocked it over. And everybody started clapping, right? I was saying purchased in a silly way. Oh, I see it now. Purchase. Yeah, I see it. I get it now. I get it now. The J threw me off, and my dyslexic brain was like, wait, no, I know exactly what that's supposed to be. That's not real. And then I realized that's a real, oh, okay, you put that there. And it made sense. I get it. But what I was about to say is the guy had these buckets, okay? And imagine, I'm going to just show you guys like an easy way of doing this. All right, I'm just going to stack up a couple of faces. This was the display. Mad Mel, what is the name of this piece? This piece is called The Lost and Forgotten. That's what I'm calling it. So he had a bunch of stuff stacked up like these faces, right? Imagine all of these faces being stacked up like a bunch of buckets. Okay, now all of these buckets, here's my hand. These are the buckets, right? These buckets are all stacked up on each other. And this asshole knocked them over and boom, it did this mess. Just fell over and dumped a bunch of sand out, right? And he had to exhibit an exhibition that he was doing that at. And then some other guy jumped up in the air with a paintbrush and just marked on the wall. And people were paying a couple $100 to see these guys. Now I'm not saying that their skill, I'm not saying anything mean about their skill. I mean, if that's their art, that's fine. I just think it's quite peculiar. Like, that's modern art. This is considered amateur stuff. I don't know. I'm trying not to be bitter about that. Trying to be a better person. But I looked into it and I was like, geez, man. And there's all this red tape about getting an exhibit or having an exhibit. So still looking into that. Trying something new for the fall. Because I mean, if there's a guy with a bucket that can do that, and someone can put a damn robot spewing ink and sweeping it up, I'm sure I can do something. I'm sure of that. That's not even a question. Shouldn't even be a second thought. There we go. And that's beautiful. There. All right. Now, since we got that, The Lost and Forgotten. It's kind of like a play on what happens if you forget your imaginary friends. Like if you had an imaginary friend, or your imagination, it becomes tainted and corrupted if it's not cultivated. That's kind of the idea of this. Like all these things used to be something pretty and cute, but then they got, corrupted over time because they were forgotten about. That was kind of the play on it. Like, oh man, what would forgotten imagination, like imaginary creatures, look like if you've forgotten them, and then they just were left to morph into something through anger and abuse and hatred and the uglier sides of growing up and being an adult, or at least what we're told. So that was the idea of this. I wanted to convey that. I think I got it. I think I made that. Art is more self-expression nowadays. Yeah, it is. Art is self-expression, and there's nothing wrong with expressing yourself. Maybe there was something I missed with the guy with the buckets. Maybe he was showing the modern man in the Home Depot. I don't know. I mean, it could have been, the downfall of Ace Hardware. I have no idea. I just thought it was slightly bizarre. But yet again, what do I know? We're all artists. I mean, I can't really be mad or anything with the art community that I'm a part of. It's just sometimes you think like, wow, damn, I spent months on this and this is it. They have huge hands and fingers. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like being a child, if you remember if any of you guys can remember your imagination before it got corrupted, unless if you've always had a corrupted imagination, but I say corrupted because the world we live in corrupts our mind, right? It has a tendency to change it. But before it was changed, before you had to deal with, you know, knowing the difference between good people, bad people, assholes, nice people, all that stuff, you know, all of us had something that made us, you know, happy. I remember mine was a robot. Mine was a robot. I always imagined that I had a robot that I could just, you know, not like James and the Giant Peach, but something a little bit different. You know, it wasn't quite a Gundam. It wasn't quite Big O. You know, it was something like in between. But that was what I used to imagine that I had for the longest time, you know. And but yet again, I was blessed not to let anybody take that from me. Many people tried, believe me, many people tried. I'm sure many people tried with some of you guys. And it's okay. Don't want anybody to feel like, oh man, he's talking shit right now, he's getting on my nerves, or he's being cruel. I'm not. I'm just trying to make you remember that it doesn't matter how old you are, you still got your imagination, because you still come up with stuff. You got to think about what to do around your house. Oh man, I broke my faucet. Oh, that's just innovation. No, that's you thinking outside the box, using your imagination to figure out how to fix a broken sink or rigging a tire back onto the car. All of that's still part of your brain, still part of your mind. All I'm saying is just stop letting people steal that from you. That's the only message I have for today. Just stop letting people steal that from you. Now, Mel, you talk about this every so often. I do, because it keeps happening. You know, it keeps happening. Hopefully one day we won't have to worry about that. You know, but I think it's a good thing to not lose that with yourself. At least that's my personal opinion. Now we're about to do the hard stuff. We're going to be working on this guy while this dries. This needs to dry because I got to do a multiple layer thing with it. So, you know, question: do you still have your gold robot you had as a little boy? No, that psychopath broke it. That psychopath broke it. And I say psychopath because I'm not going to say the person's name. But I will tell you guys, I learned something. I had to do this, and this is going to be rare. Some of you that know me personally know me, know that I struggle with forgiving people once I've been scorned by somebody, when someone puts me in a bad position. And this person did that. This person I'm speaking about did that. And I'm not going to beat down on them because, you know, they had a mental issue. But they broke it. And that toy was an interesting robot toy. You had to put machine oil in it because it actually had metal parts, and the metal parts would grind and it would shoot sparks out of its neck. It was made in the 80s, so I mean, you know, those were made for kids. Those were really like real toys, you know what I mean? But no, sadly, it got destroyed, slammed across the against the wall. And I want you guys to understand something. I speak about my trauma not because I'm looking for clout or cringe or anything like that. This is therapeutic for me. I spent years of my life holding on to this stuff, so I'm going to let it go. And I figured the best way to do it is I'll just openly speak about it. I have nothing to hide. I'm just a man just like the rest of you guys. Well, not everybody's a man. I mean, some people might be a woman or, you know, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm a human being just like you. I have emotions and have things that bother me too. So that's why I do robots so much, because it that really hurt me. That really bothered me, and I hated that. But you know, you can't. Not everything's gonna last forever. I know that, and at some point in time, it was gonna have to go. But you know. And I've gotten past that. I had to forgive myself for feeling like, man, I failed. That was the biggest part. That was what my problem was. I felt like I failed. Like, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So I had to forgive myself with that. And I'm kind of glad I did. That's okay. It's alright. Because that made me a much stronger person. You know, it taught me, that taught me that things don't last forever. You have to enjoy it while you have it. If you don't ever enjoy it, then you don't have no purpose in having it. That taught me a valuable lesson. Um, but also I learned that some people are just hateful people. So I learned a lot. I lost one item, but I gained like 10 years worth of knowledge from one experience. So, that's why I'm sharing that. Oh man, this brush might be a little funky. I don't know. Let's see what we can do here. It looks like it's a little frayed, but that's okay. Oh, that's gnarly looking. But no, the reason why I said I had to forgive myself is because I need to move on. That person is probably not doing well in life. There's certain people that karma's a real thing. If you act like a nasty person to a lot of people, it will come back to find you. Just know that you gotta treat people with kindness. Now that's not saying to be a pushover. You gotta stand your ground if someone's trying to infringe on you and kick your ass and stuff. But still, you gotta still be nice, and that's more for yourself than it is for them. You need to be nice because it frees you from having to deal with their ignorance. Sometimes you don't need to contribute to malice when a person is just ignorant. Let's see. I saw some on eBay. I will see if I can find another one on. That's okay. I'm okay with it. It's all right. It's one of those things I'm not really too worried about. If I get another one, cool. If I don't, then that's fine. There's a lot of things that should have been destroyed that didn't, and if one didn't make it, one toy didn't make it. It's unfortunate. There are many that were just as important, if not more expensive, that I was able to keep. Some people say they're action figures, Mel, but yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah. I think that gave me more drive to want to do robots. That, and I don't particularly care for Terminators too much because I'm sure that's where we're going in the human story soon as that. So I also paint and draw the things I don't that unnerve me too, like this thing. Look at this sucker right here. Look at that. Doesn't he look cute? Let's zoom in here. Let's get a good look here. Let me see if I can get him up here. Yeah, look at that body. Ain't that something? I like it. Oh yeah, good old Karma, boy. Oh yeah, she's one of my favorites. She's one of my best friends. But I digress. I like drawing these little monsters. It's kind of relieving a little bit. There we are. Now, these are all kind of, well, one of them's the fingers. Well, I'm done with my rambling. If anybody wants to throw something in there in the chat, we can talk. Or if you don't, I'll just sit here and just paint. Floor is open. Game over? I got you. Yeah. There we go. I like that. That's looking nice. Let's see here. All right, so got the start of the background. I just needed that for a little bit of definition understanding as we come through here and dab with this old boy. Right? I'll leave that looking like a cave. I like that. That's cool. Okay, what do we got here? Give this a little bit of a stomp, right? There we go. Now I'll probably come back through with the calligraphy pen. Hey, Skull Eater, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. for finishing. I actually gave this painting a name. It's called A Lost and Forgotten. And I'm going to try to finish this up today. Or at least try to get as much as we can done. Oh boy, look at all that paint. Where are the whys? If you're using acrylic paint, yeah, that's right. We got 2 more. We got, besides this weekend and another, we're going to be doing painting with you guys. So I'm going to see what would be something easy. If you guys want to do this still, if you guys still want to do a paint along with Mel, we can do that. Was looking at what we would need. Because I don't think I'm that great of a teacher, but I'm going to try. I've had people ask, like, man, I wish I could do what you're doing. I'm going to just show you guys that, like, you can do it, So, we're going to give it a shot, and nothing's wrong with it. If it doesn't work out, hey, at least you gave it a try. Try something new. You always got to try. Now, the cool thing is that this isn't going to be ground. I think I might turn that into ice. I think I want to turn that into ice. So, with that being said, we're going to have to do a little bit of some surgery over here with the ink. Or not the ink. I'm so used to using this calligraphy pen with the ink. The blue. But it's going to be neon. So, there's going to be some blacklight stuff in here. Lovely. Thank you. So, I hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you had a good weekend as well. Do anything interesting this weekend, Skull, or not? Oh, I will tell you while you guys are typing. Me and the Duchess went to go see Deadpool versus Wolverine. Good film. Had a great time with it. It was a lot of fun. Had a great time watching that. I think they did a wonderful job with the movie. Ooh, spooky stuff. Yeah, something like that. This is called The Lost and Forgotten. The idea and the premise of this painting is or at least my idea is what your imaginary friends as a child, when you let them loose because you give them up, because you're told, oh, you don't need to have them, you don't need them anymore, and then you let your imagination and your imaginary friends go, and then they get corrupted by the world, and then they're lost and forgotten in time. So then they get corrupted and mutated and changed. So they don't get to be the cute little things that you used to see that turn into these monstrosities that roam the earth, or your imagination, or the darkest recesses of your mind. And these are the things that turn into the little shadow men that you become scared of. Like that tall, creepy shadow man in the corner, that's probably your imaginary friend that you let go because, you started getting into other things. Well, Mel, that sounds like you just had to grow up. Yeah, well, that's also probably the reason, Jim, why you're drinking a lot. I don't know. I don't know anybody named Jim that drinks a lot. But if the shoe fit, right? Not being mean. It's just part of it, Yeah, you got to grow up. Yeah, you got to do stuff. You don't have to kill your imagination. You don't have to kill what gives you your inspiration in life. There we go. Alright, so that's just creepy enough. You guys are not going to like this tree. You're not going to like this tree. This tree is not what you're going to like. This tree is going to be something a little disturbing. So don't get too caught up in the tree, because unless if you like that kind of stuff, then it might be right up your alley. I'll let somebody take a guess what this could be, or what's going to be in here. I'll give everybody one guess. Everybody gets to guess. I'll let you guess. What is this tree going to be? I mean, you see that it's got balls on the tree. I know what some of you might be thinking, like, oh boy, he's got balls on a tree, haha. But I don't know, man. Is it something to laugh at, or is it something to be concerned about? I'll let you take a guess, and then I will show you in a bit. There we go. Still got that stupid cough. Oh, man. There we go. All right. Bang. Chugga chugga choo choo. There we go. Alright, now I gotta find. Now we do the next part, which will be, we're gonna let that chill out in the back. We'll work on him, go back. Oh, that's right. He has the little janky leg. But also, I need a little bit lighter because that's bone. I forgot. I just realized that's bone when I was looking at it. So we gotta fix that up. Shouldn't be a problem though. Ooh, I hate that I messed this brush up though. Well, that brush got jacked up. I have to put some tape or something on it because it feels rough to the touch. Alright, let's see what we can do. We can lighten up this blue a little bit, right? And maybe make that something. Let's give this a shot. Let's see. Okie dokie, so we got that. And let's give him a little bit of skin. If I can find my skin. Oh, that's right, they're over here. Do this to myself. Because I separated all the flesh tones from each other so it'd be easier for me to get to. Hey, got some smiley faces going on there. I like that. Yeah, someone give me something to talk about, man. I don't know what to talk about. My whole brain's been just twisted up because of all that cold medication. Really ain't been with it. Just been sleeping and trying to get better. But I want to talk. I don't have anything to talk about, like no topic or anything. I know most of you guys don't want to hear about me just talking about like self-growth. I mean, you know, that's what I'm trying to do for personal reasons. I'm tired of being an angry person all the time. I'm tired of just being angry and upset at stuff I can't do nothing about. So that's why I'm talking about it. Maybe it could help somebody, but I don't know. I feel like talking about something else. I know you guys got something to talk about. It don't matter. I don't care what you talk about. Well, Mel, what I want to talk about, you said I can't talk about it. Well, what is it that you wanted to say? Or I'll make it easier for you. Ask me a question. There we go. You can ask me a question. It can pertain to art. It don't have to. Whatever. Doot doot. Da da. Damn, Mel, you keep talking about it. Let's see. Why am I doing this? Just put on here and just save myself the trouble. Just save myself the trouble. Like I'm over here holding this sucker in my hand. Oh boy, got smiley faces all over the place. That's cool. Let's see. There we go. In Chinatown right now? Oh, that's cool. I bet that's fun. Are you eating somewhere? That's awesome. I've never been to Chinatown in Chicago before. Actually, the last time I went to Chicago, I didn't get to do much. It's a very bizarre trip. It was a really weird trip. Like it put a lot of effort to go, and then we get there. Yet again, it was a trip with that crazy person. But we got there, and I guess there was some. I wasn't in the room when it happened. I know we got there, plane landed. I was like, okay, I want to go and just, chill out for a minute. And then next thing you know, it's like, we gotta leave. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh. Bubble Crisp and rolled ice cream. Rolled ice cream's amazing. If you have never had rolled ice cream before, you're missing out. Basically, they put it on a cold stone slab, and they mix it all up on the slab, and then they use a spatula, and they scrape it into like these rolls. They look like these little like fruit roll-up like curls, and then they put it in a cup. If I'm not mistaken, at least that's what I had last time they told me it was rolled ice cream. It was really good. It was really good. A very nice treat. If you ever get a chance to have rolled ice cream, you should. Also, boba tea is pretty good too. If you like that. It's not for everybody. So if you don't like it, there's no harm in that. You don't have to feel bad like, oh man, I tried boba and it didn't work. Boba's okay. I like it. Sometimes. Now you can have a little bit too much. But I don't particularly care for it when it's like really, really hot outside. For whatever reason, that doesn't work that well in my stomach. Yummy? That's good. That's good. What flavor did you get? What flavor did you get today? Ice cream wise or both? I did have boba. That's cool. Yeah, like I said, boba is not bad. It's just, and another thing too, don't let boba get hot. that I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest takeaway is boba is good when it's like cold, but man, when it gets, oh boy, you got something on your hands when it gets warm. And if you've never experienced it warm, don't ever try it just because I'm mentioning it. Just take that as a win in life. Okay? Just take that as trust the madman. Just take that as a win. Because man, it is not that great. It's a little wonky. Oh, I had the mango with the tapioca. Okay. That's not bad. Mango's always a good flavor. That's always a good flavor to go with. Be careful with mango and pineapple though together. That can, you can actually fry your taste buds if you're not careful. You know. That sounds like a really good mixture between the two. I'm glad you're getting out, that you got out and had some fun today. There used to be this place when I lived in Florida in Orlando. It was like near the, I guess it was a little Chinese plaza. That they had a ramen shop, a Chinese bakery, little I guess you could say like a dollar store or whatever. That's where I found a candle that had the name Balls on it. No joke, like that was the name of the candle. And I thought it was so weird that they had that name on there, but I guess they didn't know what to call it, or they were trying to, for whatever reason. But yeah, it didn't smell like anything. You know, it was just like a basic candle with no scent, which I thought that was really bizarre. Like, it was with all these other scented candles, but it didn't have a scent. But what are you going to do, right? Oh well. Anybody else have an adventure? I know that you went and you're in Chinatown. I know that Demetra went to go see the Millers, which is cool. Anybody else do anything this weekend? I don't like that orange. That makes that look funky. That looks weird. I don't like how that turned out. That's okay. We'll figure this out. We'll make this work. We're going to have to, because I'm not wasting all this paint. There we go. Alright. I want to do a little something different. It says scooping it. You guys are going to get to see me just mix it directly. So we're going to try to get some of this blue in here. There we go. So I'm patting it. Oh man, I'm losing my voice again. So I'm patting it so it doesn't have any streaks, right? So it's just light. So it's just gonna be, you know, just lightly touched. Because the whole background area is supposed to be like this weird all bluish color. See, this is going to look like a negative picture almost in the back, so it has to have this blue, right, in certain spots, but not all of it. Like, not all of it is going to be the same type of blue. Because, you know, negative photos have like a weird offset look to them, right? So that's the idea here, is to give it that effect. It looks a little bit like a mess, right? And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I wanted to look kind of messy. So that way when I actually try to blend in the other darker blue, it should set right. It should. And that's the theory. And at least that's what the test that I did looked like it would work. So we'll see. And there's no mistakes in art. You can always fix it. Fix it, hide it, or mask it. One of the three. It's like Bethesda. It's a feature, right? For those of you that don't know Bethesda, that's the game company. Because some people may not know it, right? So we're not going to make fun of them because they don't know. Not what we're going to do here. We don't do that. I'm really thinking about, probably when I get off of the stream tonight, I'm probably going to look into trying to figure out what to do with the Discord thing, because I think it may be fun to talk to some of you guys, actually talk to you, but you know, yet again, there's always the possibility of trolls and other crazy stuff, so I gotta figure that out. That's gonna be kind of a mess, but I don't know. I know we talked about having some moderators and stuff, so that'll be a whole new thing, but that is something I am interested in maybe looking into soon. There we go. And just dab it, get a little dab action here, you know. There we go. Now comes the fun stuff. Now we gotta find two darker types of blue, right? So we're gonna go for this more of a cobalt. You got the cobalt, right? So we're gonna throw that in, and then we'll have a hint of peacock blue to give it that offset weird whitish blue tone, right? And then we'll throw in, just for if I can find some ultramarine. There you go, there's your dark set. So we'll layer these together and kind of just let it mix together and give it a darker, cold hue in the back. That's the idea. Hope I don't butcher it. If I do, I can always repaint that tree and all of that stuff up there. So what I like to do in my process of painting, to explain to you guys that are watching, I like to get the main idea of what I'm working with first, just a general set with some color. Let that set so that way I already know where to kind of finagle and work with everything else. So all of this is setting well. And then once I get the background done, I can just leave it alone, let it just sit there and be what it is, right? So that's one less thing I have to worry about. Boom, hit it with that. Oh, that dark is going to be pretty. Let's see what this cobalt's going to be, because that was that ultramarine. Okay. Bang. Alright, there we go. We're going to hit it with the dark. I'm going to fill it in with some. There we go. There we go. Bat. See now. I know you guys were wondering, when is he going to move that tube of paint, right? And if you weren't, that's what I was saying to myself. When am I going to move that tube of paint? Probably right now. There we go. And then we come in right over it with this, just enough. Now I need a different brush, because this is where, there we go. I don't necessarily recommend doing this with acrylic paint often, but it's okay sometimes to just add a little bit of water to kind of just get the blend right if you're trying to fade it in or trying to like ghost it out, you know, like what I'm doing here, just to loosen it up. Because, well, the trick with acrylic paint is very malleable if you add water to it, just a smidge. If it starts to get too tacky, you can kind of finagle it around a little bit. Alright, you know what? It's taking too long. I'm gonna go on and do it. I'll come back and I'll fix that. I don't even care right now. I don't want to take all night. We'll run it back and forth over that. I'm gonna do this way. Okie dokie. Add a little bit more paint here, and then we should be able to finish that up. Let's see, get a little bit more of that blue. That should be fine, and I need more of this cobalt. That's what I really need. The darker force. And it looks like a mess. I know right now you're like, good grief, what did you just do? But it'll make sense in a minute. I think one of these paints is bad. That's why I keep telling you guys, if you're using acrylic paint, make sure it's in a room that doesn't have a lot of fluctuating heat and cold. Where my little studio right now is that I can't really do much about temperature control because it's in the, like every house has a hot room and a cold room. This is the one. You know, and it's okay. I don't have a problem with it. It just is what it is. I guess if you understand HVAC or how AC units work, I'm in the return or wherever the canvases are getting my nerves. where the return is at is where I'm at. So, and what that means is you have an AC system, it pulls and pushes air. So with all the air being blown through the house is why they say that you need adequate flow, which means that you need no obstructions and the air can flow freely throughout the home or, you know, apartment or wherever. But one spot's going to have a return, which is going to pull the air back through the HVAC system. And that's what this, well, there goes my brush right out the thing, right onto the floor somewhere. Oh well. But that's basically what it is. It just, you know, it's one of those things that you know, that's how the system works. Can't really do much about it. Now we can come through here with a little bit of this. Now normally right here I should let it just rest, but because I'm trying to do something here, I'm speeding it up by just dabbing it. Now I wouldn't recommend doing this if you've never done this before. If this is something that you're new to, you want to practice dabbing with, you know, paint before trying to just dive right into it, because it can get a little messy. It may not look like I'm having much complication with it, but it is being a little finicky. That's okay though. There we go. Well, I hope you guys like what it looks like so far. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too bad. Let's see. Ah, yes, the red. Need to add that. Where will the red go? brush go? I need my other brush. Hold on a second. Well, that sucked, guys. I don't know where my brush flew out and went, but it flipped somewhere. I gotta go look for it later. I'm not even fooling with that right now because that's gonna take too long. So I gotta try to find another brush to substitute for that one. This won't work. Let's see here. Almost ready. Okay. Whew. Okay. Jeez. That was something. Alright. So now since this is cooling down, when I come back through here with the white and black calligraphy pen, then that's where I'm going to add all the detail to it. And it's going to look all gnarly and weird and crazy. But here's the cool thing though, you guys get to see, because you know, like most of the time, I don't do anything black light active, since you know that was a request. I'm gonna put some of that right here. They call that inside glow, right? I'll put a little bit of that over here. Make sure that didn't get all messed up. Alright, bop, 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 bop. This stuff is kind of... Dealing with glow-in-the-dark paint is kind of an interesting experience itself. It's one of those things that it looks like it's not going on when it is, and you got to be careful because you can actually make an absolute mess with this stuff because it's very thin. It's very thin. It's like real watery. It's almost like if you took Elmer's glue and watered it and put it in water, and it's like a watery paste, just not sticky, but it has that same kind of consistency. You know, it doesn't really just stay. So that's why I just dab it in certain areas. I'll dab it a little bit thicker than others to give it like you'll see me do this here in a second. I'm gonna pull all that away from the entity on the inside. Now what I'll do here is I'll dab globs of it, as you can see. Now I'll come back through here even and add more globs to it. But see what that's going to do is it's going to give it like a texture. So when you see it and the light absorbs to it, it'll almost look like glass a little bit. Now, here's the cool part. If I can do this just right. Put a big old glob of that right in the eye socket and the mouth. Alright. And then from there we have the neon yellow. Neon yellow to the eyes. And once that dries, as you can see in there, the eyes and the mouth will glow in the dark, as well as probably glow 3 times as bright in the black light as well. There, now. Cool. And then we'll dab a little yellow on top of this, just to give it more of a bulb glowing effect. And I'm going to do that on the outside, so it looks like an ambionic sack, right? Why do you paint these wild, crazy things, Mel? I don't know. I feel like it's... Oh, look at that! Look at those waves in it. It almost looks like it's actual liquid. There we go. Awesome handstand. Yeah, a little bit. you know how these beings are, these creatures, sometimes we'll say, they just stand around. Let's see here. Alright, now we can come back. Darken up his bag, because he's literally wearing like a trash bag, I guess, for pants would be the idea. The fact that this is also like 3-dimensional heads is what makes it even worse, because now, as you can see, yeah, you like how that makes you feel? Yeah, I like that. Every bit of that's pretty. I like that. Yeah, I like what's going on here. Okay, now I'm gonna give this a minute to cool down. So we're gonna let this chill. I think this needs to cool down some, so I'm gonna let this sit near the fan. And we're gonna move on to the other picture that we were gonna do, or at least dabble with, right? Because that one is really tacky right now. So we're back to these two gentlemen. As we remember last time I was working on this, but now since I already got the colors already on the palette, I don't have to do anything but just add it to the back, which is all of this. So I think I'll probably just stick with what we already got, this darker blue, right? I'll run that as the base. So I'm going to be turning this painting as I'm painting it because it makes it easier for me to just maneuver and manipulate. We're going to do that ultra dark cobalt again. Lot. I'm probably going to have to buy some new tubes of paint, which means I'm going to need you guys to buy some cups, since that's my business. Go to the Etsy store, buy yourself a cup if you haven't already. I also got pins. I threw my plug in there. I might be doing a school sale soon, like a fall sale or something coming up. Might do one. I thought about it. May entice people to buy stuff. Like I said, that helps fund the stream. Helps with a lot of stuff. I'm not getting rich off these cups, but it helps with everything else. So, and also can't donate to the stream because PayPal is being a punk, and it didn't want to work right. I love the fact that they tell you everything is seamless. Don't ever listen to that. Seamless is not true. They're full of mess. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, for those of you that I know, Skull Eater wanted to Volse try, he actually did, and you know, it didn't act right, and I'm kind of upset. So Etsy, if you're listening or if you're watching, because I'm sure somebody is, you suck. Alright? I'm telling you right now, you suck. You suck boiled eggs that are old. Not even in the refrigerator. Just old funky eggs. That's what you are. That's what you are. PayPal, you suck. We said it. I said it. Nobody else. I did. Trying to be a better man. Sometimes stuff like that just gets on my nerves. I think it's more the part of just putting in all the damn time and energy. Like, it's like I don't have a damn team. I'm just one man running a show, you know. So whatever, you know, live and learn. You know, it's always going to be something. You're always going to run into a hiccup in life. So what is that? There's nothing wrong with falling. It's just, you know, if you just stay laying down, sometimes it's like shit, man. But you know, you gotta keep doing, gotta keep trying. So I will figure it out. It gets on my nerves. Kind of a catch-22. I really do think some of my paints are ruined because they're not malleable anymore. All right. We got the darker side of everything. There. So we got that, right? Now I can come in with the lighter blue. A tad lighter, not too much lighter, but just a tad. I think I'm going to do the pearl. So you guys can see, sorry, that's a habit I have. I just pull it close to me. Sometimes I forget. There we go. Gotta go? Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by, Skull. Greatly appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your week. I'll see you Tuesday. Hopefully you'll be here if you can be. And I hope you have a good week. Thanks for stopping in. There we go. And then we add... Okay. Let that one soak for a little bit. See what we got here for this one. There we go. Alright, and then we... I like how this is turning out. This is nice. Ah, this is where this one is at. I like this song, but I like it as actual speed. This is the actual speed of the song. Whenever I hear it, usually it's always the faster version of it. Oh, look at that. It's almost 10 o'clock. Wow. Well. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. That. Yeah, let's come in here and give this a little bit of dark ground look, right? Give some brown, some like broken stone, like some wood. You know, make it make sense, right? You guys ever feel like you're losing touch with reality sometimes? That's what this picture makes me feel like. Nope. There we go. Yes. Yes, indeed, Duchess. Yes, indeed. I feel like that majority of the time. Yes. All right. Well, Mel, you got all that detail work with all the white lines and everything. What are you doing? No, it's fine to have that, because I can still see it underneath, and then I can make the line cracks on the ground, because I need an idea. I didn't mind adding that. Oh, all right. Okay, let's see. I'll tell you guys what, we're probably going to paint on Tuesday as well. I just want to paint. And that's what I want to do. I want to paint. So I want to paint. And I also have some other... There we go. I'm gonna finish all this red tone first, get this mess out of here. Once I get done with the brown, I think that's going to probably be it for tonight. And then I'm going to let these chill. And then when we come back Tuesday, we're going to finish these two up. And then probably go start working on the dragon. I know Thursday I'm going to do the line work probably for it, or I might just do a video. I might just do a time lapse of me just sketching the idea of what I want for it on there. Free-handed, of course. I'm not going to use like a light screen or anything like that. It's going to be on a larger canvas too. It's going to be big. I think I have a 24 by 36 is probably the largest I got in here, I believe. So I might actually put it on that. Some water on this brush. Mars orange is kind of a weird color to work with sometimes. Oh, look at that, 10 on the dot. No big deal. Literally almost holding my breath over here so I don't make a mistake. Ugh. Boom, 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 boom. Oh boy. I don't like these little small bottles of paint. I mean, they're okay, don't get me wrong. I mean, they're nice. But I just feel like there's a little bit more air in it than it is actual paint, right? Or maybe that's just my imagination. I don't know. That's just me. But also, I'm kind of a little like perturbed with my paints. Because this room got too daggum hot, man, and I can't run fans in here like all the time, like full blast. That gets crazy, you know. So we're gonna do our 200 plus subscriber stream soon. We're gonna be doing 6 hour. 12 hours is too long for an art stream, I think. That was just, unless if I'm doing like a big thing. But at that point, that's if once I get a bigger studio and I can actually have larger canvases, like 58s by whatever, and huge deals, right? Then I could probably do more, because that would be a much longer, more going on. But like the 12-hour I did before, I mean, that was good, but I think the next time we're going to do a 6, and I'll probably do that maybe in about a month or so. I might do that in maybe near the end of August. How about that? Would that be, that should give us enough time? Maybe the end of August might work. I'll see what's going on schedule-wise, and if there's any events going on, and since I haven't posted it, but people that I know have been asking for commission work. That's usually when I start that, is around September, because they want stuff for Halloween, but those paintings, or if I do any work for that, takes a little bit more time. So I don't do a lot of them. Usually I do like maybe 3, maybe 4, depending on the size. But for those, I want cash on up front. Like, there's no like, I'll pay a part here and pay later, because that's all I ended up with. Exuberant amount of stock, so we don't do that anymore. That's a case-by-case situation. So, but oh well. Hey, look at that. Welcome to the realm of chaos, the door between dimensions. This is the door. This is the gateway. If you ever seen any of the comics, this is the only time you're ever going to get to really see this, is this painting here, which I don't think I'm going to sell this one. I think this is my personal collection. I just wanted you guys to see this. But unless someone pays me really well for this painting once it's finished. But besides that, as the story goes with the character Mr., this is how he jumps between the dimension of chaos and the other dimension. The normal dimension, as someone would call it, the normal realm. This is the gate that he jumps through. So every time he says "see you later" or "I'm getting out of here" and he goes kaboom, this is it.